Captain Zrelthak's primary manipulator trembled as he guided the Wandering Dawn toward the blue-green world that the galactic database listed as Earth Caution Unpredictable Species. His ship groaned with each maneuver, hull breaches sealed with emergency foam, engines sputtering on backup power cores. 3 months ago, they had been a proud Valkonian science vessel. Now they were refugees fleeing the Krathi swarm, barely keeping vacuum at bay. "Sir, we're being hailed," Communications Officer Mira chirped, her feathers flattened in distress. "Put it through." A bipedal creature appeared on the view screen, pink-skinned with strange fur only atop its head. It bared its teeth, a threat display among most species, but its voice carried warmth. "This is Houston Space Traffic Control. We've detected significant damage to your vessel. Are you requesting emergency assistance?" Zrelthak's translator chip struggled with the nuances. Emergency assistance in most civilized space meant a tow to the nearest scrapyard and a bill that would bankrupt 3 generations. Yes, we can pay for basic repairs. Hull integrity and life support only." The human's teeth-baring intensified. "Pay? Buddy, you're leaking radiation and atmosphere. We're not going to charge you for not dying. Sending coordinates for Dock 7. Our repair teams are already prepping." 17 minutes later, the Wandering Dawn settled into a massive orbital facility that put Valkonian engineering to shame. Through the viewports, Zrelthak watched dozens of vessels in various states of repair. Some he recognized as Krathi victims like himself. The airlock cycled, and a team of humans bounded through in environmental suits, carrying equipment that looked simultaneously primitive and frighteningly advanced. The lead human removed her helmet, revealing long dark fur and those same bared teeth. "Captain, I'm Engineer Sarah Chen. Let's get you folks safe first. Then we'll talk about fixing your ship within hours." Zrelthak's crew was housed in comfortable quarters with food synthesizers programmed for 17 different species' dietary needs. He found himself in a conference room with Engineer Chen and a gray-furred human introduced as Admiral Jackson. "Your ship took a beating," Chen said, manipulating a holographic display of the Wandering Dawn. "Krathi plasma burns, micrometeor impacts, and I'm pretty sure your starboard engine is held together by hope and positive thinking." She paused. "Here's the thing. We can patch you up, get you space-worthy again in about 2 weeks." Zrelthak's chest sacs deflated with relief. "That is more than generous." Or, Admiral Jackson leaned forward, "We can do better." Chen's digits flew across her interface. The hologram transformed, showing the Wandering Dawn overlaid with modifications that made Zrelthak's brain stems ache. "Humans have this weird habit of over-engineering everything. Your hull? We can reinforce it with our latest composite armor. Stuff we developed for deep space mining and stellar graveyards. Your engines? We've got a compact fusion drive that'll triple your speed and cut fuel consumption by 60%. Weapons, shields, sensor arrays, all upgraded to human military standards. We cannot afford your..." Zrelthak began. "You're not listening," Jackson interrupted gently. "The Krathi are everyone's problem. You all showed up here broken and desperate, and fixing you up properly means maybe you survive the next encounter. Maybe you warn others. Maybe you fight back." He pulled up another display showing sleek vessels under construction. "We're also building new ships, specifically designed for refugee races who've lost their homeworlds. Fast, tough, and with enough firepower to make Krathi think twice." Zrelthak's translator must have malfunctioned. "You would give us warships?" "We'd give you a fighting chance," Chen corrected. "Look, humanity spent most of its history fighting itself. We got good at war, too good. Then we nearly wiped ourselves out and decided that was stupid. When we finally made it to the stars and found out about the Krathi, about species going extinct because they couldn't defend themselves," she shook her head. "We've got the resources, the technology, and apparently a psychological need to fix things. So yeah, we're going to repair your ship, enhance it beyond your original specifications, and offer you command of a new vessel if you want it." "Why?" The question burst from Zrelthak. "We are strangers. Our species have never even met before this cycle." Admiral Jackson stood and walked to the viewport, gazing at Earth below. "Because we remember being vulnerable. We remember watching our own cities burn, our own people suffer. We climbed out of that darkness by helping each other." He turned back. "Besides, the Krathi are coming this way eventually. Better to have allies who can fight than refugees who can only run." 3 months later, Captain Zrelthak stood on the bridge of the Wandering Dawn 2, a name the humans had insisted he choose. His original ship, now enhanced beyond recognition, served as the flagship of a small fleet. 12 vessels crewed by survivors of 7 species, all rebuilt and equipped by human hands. The human liaison, Lieutenant Torres, grinned from his station. Coordinates locked in for the Valconian colonies. Should arrive in 2 weeks instead of the 3 months it took you to get here. Zrelthak watched Earth recede in the viewscreen. This strange world of violent paradoxes. A species that had mastered war and chosen peace, that had barely survived their own aggression, yet opened their arms to the galaxy's wounded. The galactic database was right about one thing. Humans were unpredictable. But as the fleet jumped to hyperspace, carrying hope back to the scattered Valconian remnants, Zrelthak updated his own log with a new entry. Humanity. Dangerous, yes, but to their enemies, not their friends. If we survive this war, it will be because they refuse to let us die alone. Behind them, in Earth's orbital shipyards, another 12 vessels were already under construction, waiting for the next desperate refugees who would limp into human space seeking repairs and find themselves equipped for war instead. The galaxy was learning a new lesson. You didn't attack humanity's friends and expect to walk away unscathed.